I hope I get this job. I hope I live a good life. I hope. Hello and welcome back to the Croak and Crow podcast, the only podcast in the world, according to me.
That's good.
Yeah. I am Spencer Cartier.
And I am Vo.
Always back to Vo. And we are back. I know what you guys are thinking. You were here yesterday. We're back today with a newfound energy, a newfound desire to speak and teach and everything and do it all. We're here to do it all
for a short time.
Yes, until we're gone. But it is the 42nd episode.
42nd Street.
The longer the episodes go, the less they mean to me. You know, like
what's that mean?
No, I meant like now I'm not even waiting for 45. I'm waiting for 50.
I'm not waiting for anything.
You're not?
No.
You don't have little like victories? And then I think when we get to 50, I think even 60 won't be that important. It'll then be 100. You know, like anniversaries for all you couples out there, and you're like when I'm talking young, like not when you're an old timer like me, but when you're young, it's like, oh, we've been together for a week, we've been together for a month, and then it just starts being like, okay, after 6 month anniversary,
right, yeah.
Once it's a year, it's not a year, 6 months, and then once you get married, it's you forget a couple.
Oh yeah.
So I think we're out of the honeymoon phase for Croak and Crow. I think now we're looking at the longer end of the timeline.
Well, I do like numbers, and so I don't exactly count like what you're saying, like next one, but I like number, like episode 11 and episode
33 was good.
Yeah,
33 was
like
a good
things
one.
Like that will be fun.
77. Yeah,
not just all the multiple,
55 maybe. I don't know.
No, other things.
Don't get me started. 2 days from now we're on 44. But
other things. Okay, yeah. I have my mask. Sometimes I don't know. You know, we have this.
When's that gonna go?
Yeah. Tell me.
When we get the vaccine?
Tell me. It's candy canes. Don't judge me for that.
Ooh, outdated.
I know. I can't find it. But I love this kind. If anybody knows where to get these for me, it's the foam kind. It's not a string or elastic, and it's so comfortable.
Pleasant for the ears.
But tell them why I have to wear it again.
She has to wear it again because she was out partying last night. Governor Wolf strictly told us not to.
No,
and
that's
she
not
was
why.
on Temple campus doing keg stands.
Yeah, wow. And also because you're back at the gym.
I'm back at the gym, guys. The gym's opened up, and I am. You know what? I didn't realize how long ago it was.
Really?
When I was going over old videos, and I saw me talking about, my gyms are closing, and we were using old mics. Philadelphia got put on another lockdown, which means my gym's closing.
Really?
Yeah, the single mic.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That is weird.
But it's back. I'm back rock climbing. Man, you don't realize how quickly your body adapts to things and also unadapts.
Yeah.
So like my hands were all nice and calloused up. They were like rocks on rock action when I'm climbing. And I'm back now, and I have these dainty, sensitive paws trying to go up the walls, and it's hurting. And I'm like,
are they made out of rocks?
My hands?
No. The wool. I thought it was plastic.
It's, synthetic. It's synthetic rocks.
Okay.
But either way, it's that friction, and I'm like, ow. My soft, delicate hands.
Yeah.
So I need to build up man hands again. But yeah, I'm back.
Women can have strong hands too.
Yeah, I need to build up my strong hands again.
Your Hercules hands.
My Hercules hands. And so the regular gym's also open. I'm going to go there tonight. I'm back, guys. I know you guys have been saying, Spencer, you've been looking so small for the past 3 weeks. I've been listening.
Yeah.
And I remember those names.
Okay.
That's enough of that.
We got the fishbowl.
Oh, let me show them the logo. Think it'll show up?
I don't know. Hold one of the papers behind it, maybe. A lot of fingerprints, that's for sure. Thank you, C Cups Design.
Thank you, C Cups Design. That is our new logo. There's a lot of deep meanings in this logo that I won't tell you. I'm not going to tell anyone. You can just figure it out for yourself. But we got this. We plan on getting some shirts made, just personally first.
Yeah.
Just for me to wear and feel proud.
Frank.
Me and Frank. Because right now he's sharing my clothes and
yeah.
I'm kind of getting tired of it. I just see him.
I think I'm going to put him in something of mine tomorrow because he doesn't have to just wear your clothes.
I see him rummaging around my wardrobe and I'm tired of it. But without further ado, let's quit dilly-dallying.
Okay.
Let's get one of our mystery topics.
Yeah, we do have suggestions that people have given us, and but the bowl has lots of room, so
the greatest topic in the world. The greatest topic in the world. All right. And then after every time we pull a topic, we throw this at the wall in a violent manner.
No. We don't do that.
I think there's something in my throat. Oh, short and simple. Hope. Hope is a thing for feathers.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and doesn't stop at toll. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that would abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it on the chillest land and in the strangest sea, and never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Sorry that I didn't do it perfectly. Emily Dickinson.
Nice. Hope. 4-letter word.
That was just one word. Yesterday was whole.
And that's how I like it. I want to cross the board.
Okay.
I knew a couple hopes.
Oh, a girl's name.
What do you feel? How do you feel about naming your child something that already means something?
It's awesome.
It's awesome?
Yeah.
It's always awesome?
First of all, your question, like...
What do you feel?
No, not that question. The question of a name that already means something. Like...
Yeah,
what are you like Elon Musk? You want to name your baby...
No, like there's names that are... Spencer is Spencer. Verona is... I don't even know what Verona is.
It's a city in Italy.
But, I'm saying like hope, faith... charity, destiny.
Oh yeah. Avalon.
What? That's not a word.
Oh, it's a place.
No, I'm talking about words.
Words. Oh, so that's what was your question?
Yeah.
Words. Of course, there's lots of people, especially these days, who name them words. Liberty.
Well,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool. Okay. Enough about names.
Okay.
Let's talk about hope.
Hope. Besides being a poem by Emily Dickinson. Well, she wrote about it because it's a well-known.
All right. I'll talk about hope. Hope is the most important thing in one's life.
Okay.
Because it is looking to the future. I hope I get this job. I hope I live a good life. I hope. Mm-hmm. It's like planning for... It's like not planning. It's what's a synonym for planning?
I don't know.
I guess it's sort of like if you are it is part of planning because when you hope for something, I guess not. You could hope you win the lottery.
Well, I think non-spiritually it could be connected with a wish. I wish that it won't rain. I hope that it won't rain. But
I hope this works.
Right. But spiritually, I think spiritually you have to look at it differently because if you look at it as a wish and you read the Bible or any sort of spiritual text or any kind of spiritual thought, it would be like, oh, they're just wishes. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Hope for that. But hope spiritually is more, it's a confident expectation. Like, it's...
I have hope.
It walks with faith.
Yeah. I have hope in the fact.
And the reason you have the hope is because you have faith that it's going to happen.
Yeah. This is what's happening to me in my head right now is, when you say a word too much,
like
and it's messing
me. Yeah. I know.
Hope.
It's like
hope.
when you say like, I hope I go to heaven.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how could it truly a true believer say they hope they go to heaven. You're supposed to be like, yeah, I'm going to heaven.
I want to heaven.
But that's because I think hope has a different, it doesn't just mean a wish that floats when you blow on it, the wishies. Hope is different. Now, when I hear hope, I think of hope springs eternal. What is it? Hope springs eternal in the human chest. Is that it?
I don't know.
Oh, really?
Hope springs eternal in the human chest.
Yeah, I love that. I love that quote.
Charles Dickinson?
No, it's Charles Dickens and Emily Dickinson, but maybe Charles Dickinson is somebody. It's from the 1700s. It's a book, The Essay of Man, that was written. But anyway, I don't really know anything about the book or what he was trying to say. But that one piece, I always thought of it. Hope springs eternal in the human chest, or it might be, I think it's human chest. The place where I think of it, immediately is jail. I always find it very interesting, the way that no matter how long, not everybody, but like how long you've been incarcerated or how tight the jail is, the humans in that jail is a constant, how can we get out? Or how can we,
Yeah.
or just not even get out. Like how can we collect, something to make something else? Like there's even in a hopeless situation, there's a hope in a human. Yeah.
It's hard to lose hope, all hope is not lost.
Right.
All hope is lost. Yeah. Humans are just naturally always have hope.
Yes.
They're like, things will get better.
Right.
Let's look at COVID. It's like everyone has this hope that we will make it. We will make it through this. And that's the human condition, isn't it? It's just always this hope. It's like,
even when people say they're hopeless.
Yeah.
I think that they're using the wrong word. I think they feel dejected and scared.
Yeah.
And you're afraid. You're afraid to even say that you have hope. But I think hope is a very hard thing to extinguish in a person.
Absolutely. You see it everywhere, and it's like, and I mean that, it's a one thing. Like you look at Holocaust survivors.
Yeah.
And I think what's better example of hope, and they tell you about going through the things they did, and it's like the one thing is we didn't lose hope.
Right.
And in the most, it's a hopeless situation.
Right.
Like if you're in that situation, if you're in that environment, all around you, and they're like, I didn't lose hope.
Right.
The whole time.
Right.
It's crazy, and I think there is like something spiritual about it, of where this hope comes from.
Right.
And I wonder how much of it is from God, that gives you, because you can honestly believe something's not going to happen, but have hope that it will.
Right.
I don't know if I'm going to get out of the situation, but I have hope that I may. I hope that I do. Yeah. And it's like, it's as deeper than external senses of like, I'm in a pretty precarious situation. And it's like, you have this hope. I hope that I'm to live to see another day. And
it comforts you.
Yeah.
Having hope.
Yeah, that's where I wanted to go at in the beginning, but I'll let you speak.
No, that I was just thinking about, sailors and, like you just said, it might not look good, the storm and the fact the boat is leaking, but when you're left with nothing else and you're left with hope, the hope is comforting you, even when all signals are saying.
It's what keeps us pushing on and on, isn't it? It's what drives people is hope. It's this, I hope one day, and it pushes you to push yourself and get further and further. Now, my question, I have an example, but is there ever a time where hope's bad?
It's hard because my mind keeps, switching back and forth between wish, which I know it's not that.
I feel like it's two almost different things when you say, I hope and I have hope. Like, I feel like I hope could be like...
Yeah, because sometimes words change just from people misusing it.
I think what we're trying to talk about isn't so much the I hope. That's like, I hope I win. And it's like,
I hope I win the lottery.
Yeah, I hope I win the lottery. Where I have hope. I have hope that we will see better days.
Right.
I have hope that I will,
That's why I was saying, with faith.
Yeah.
Is faith your complete confidence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I truly believe.
So I guess you have faith and you're not willing to say, you're not willing to give up your faith, But what is hope then? Hope
I feel like it's one step down from faith, isn't it?
It is.
Because I have faith I'm going to get out of the situation, and I have hope that I'm going to get out of the situation.
I think faith is like, okay, that's happening. Hell or high water.
Yeah,
that's happening.
You can't shake my faith.
But hope is I just feel like faith is kind of non-emotional sort of.
Yeah.
And hope is more of it boosts your spirits up.
Yeah.
Like it's like it gives you the energy. Like
that's what I was saying. It's more practical in the sense of it drives people.
Mm-hmm.
Like faith can only do so much. Where it's like, yeah, like you said,
I've decided.
I have full faith I'm going to be a millionaire by the age of 25, and then you can just kick back and put your feet up because it's like I have 100% faith.
Right.
No worries. Where hope is more like,
right.
I have hope that it's possible. Like I have hope
right.
that I can do it. And then,
but it's crazy that that just hope can keep somebody going.
Yeah.
It's not a nutrient, and it's not anything. It's not a blanket. It's not a knife. Just hope alone, whatever that is, and whatever that lives in you.
Look, what you're making me think of right now when you say the words you just did is you remember what was this show on like the Discovery Channel or something about like it was called like Barely Survived or something?
Yeah, I remember that. They had a few different ones, right?
Yeah, and it was being stranded in the ocean for 100 days or an island or what was it, 14 hours or 140 hours, 42 hours, 44 hours,
28
hours.
You said you liked 44, so
yeah. This is all great examples of hope. Oh my God. Can I just talk about one story? Do we have time for me to tell one survival story? The craziest survival story to me is there was this guy. He was an African man from Africa.
Okay.
I don't know which country. I'm going to say.
Doesn't matter.
I'll put his picture up right here, and I'll put the country he's from right here. And he was a chef on a boat.
Okay.
A chef on a boat. So like there were boatsmen, and he was just the chef. The boat goes down. Something catastrophic happens. It goes down to the bottom of the sea floor. Everyone's pronounced dead. 3 days go by, and the wreckage crew goes down to just take the boat. 3 days, bottom of the ocean floor. The wreckage crew is like, okay, you're down there to just. It was a body recovery, so that they could have burials. And they go in one room, and there's camera footage of this. And am I just crinkling this in the mic the whole time? There's camera footage of this, and they're going down, and all of a sudden, someone grabs the guy's arm, and there's 0% chance anyone's alive.
Right.
It's like if you went down to the Titanic and someone grabbed your arm.
Yeah.
You hear the guy scream.
Ceiling, yeah? Okay. What's that? Okay. All right, you found one, yeah? He's alive. Okay, keep him there.
The guy managed to survive in an air bubble for 3 days. He was a really religious man, really devout man, and he was like, I never lost hope. He was like,
never lost hope.
I never lost hope. That is a crazy story. I recommend it. There's like, they made a whole video on it.
Really?
Yeah. I recommend checking it out because you want inspiration for hope and to never give up. Imagine being on the sea floor.
Yeah.
Like you hear it sinking, and you hear dum, and then it's pitch black.
Right.
You and I have probably never even seen true pitch black.
Right.
Oh my.
Yeah. They're so inspiring, all those stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So what would you say to somebody who says, well, I want to be like that, but I just don't have hope?
I'm hopeless. Or unhoped. The thing about hope, which it shows in this man, but I'm not saying you need a religion for hope, but faith brings hope, right? I think that's a huge thing that helps boost hope. This guy in particular, very Christian man, and And his entire thing was, I trust God. I have faith in God, and so I have hope in my situation.
Right.
I think that's like the best.
That's a good way. Yeah.
That's the best way to combine those two. And so with faith brings hope, and so without it, I know in the 28 hours?
I don't know. It sounds right, but 27?
27 hours. There's definitely a 70. That doesn't sound long enough. That's my biggest thing. 72 hours.
You're right. That doesn't sound long enough. That's a day. And you probably fell asleep.
Yeah. Okay, who cares? I don't know if he was particularly religious before. Like, I watched that movie, and in his case, he almost lost all hope, and then he had a vision of a future son that he didn't have like a girlfriend, didn't imagine having kids, and that added the last bit of hope he had. Really? He was like, I can get out of this situation. I have hope that I will, and then he was able to take the extra steps.
Right.
Sawing his arm off, but
right.
So that's I can't speak for the religion of it, but just hope in other things.
Right.
And so hope for brighter days.
I think that no one is hopeless. No one at any time is hopeless, ever. In the worst situation, in the situation that deserves no positivity, like you're on that ship, and you just see the water coming up. Because after this world ends, there's still hope for the next world. So, it's not like, oh, well, he was dumb to be hopeful because he ended up dying. Well, he went to heaven. But that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say was, people who feel hopeless, just because you think you're hopeless doesn't mean you are. Mm-hmm. It lives in you, and you can turn it off. Not turn it off, but you can not get the signal. You can mute it. Thank you. You can mute it. I went to an urgent care this 2020, the terrible 2020.
Remember that year?
I remember that. I went to urgent care, and I was absolutely convinced. It was like an anxiety episode, and I was convinced that my blood pressure was raised and my heart rate was raised and my breathing was raised or lowered, whatever it was, because of how I felt.
Yeah.
And so I went, and the medical personnel checked me in a professional manner, and I wasn't. I still felt it full and true. It was true to me. And she said, no, it's not. You're okay. Like, whatever. And I was like, oh. And I equate that with hope. So if someone says like, no, you don't know me, I have zero hope. I have no hope. And it's like, if we had a hopeometer.
Trademark by Croak and Crow. Get your hopeometer.
Get the Croak and Crow
Summer of
hopeometer.
2021.
Oh my God. I think if there was a hopeometer, the people who feel that they are hopeless and that, nah, I don't have it. Like, hope springs eternal. Eternal means that through every generation, every, civilization, everything, there's hope. If it's a brontosaurus chasing you, or if it's
a what?
Is that a dinosaur?
A brontosaurus?
I think it's from Flintstones. What is it?
I have no idea.
A brontosaurus.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry for calling you on it.
No. A pterodactyl's chasing you. Is that one? Okay.
That's one.
A pterodactyl is chasing you, or, a pit bull's chasing you. Sorry for the pit bull lovers out there. That you have hope, even if you feel, no, I don't. I just saw my whole village get destroyed. So why would I have hope? You have hope.
Yeah, you can take a lot of things from someone, but
it's in there.
Pretty hard to take away their hope.
It's in there. And so if you can, all this talk about meditating, praying, being still, doing Tai Chi, all these things. We even talked about diet. If you could, what's this word? Was that instinctually diet or eat? It was like a thing we were talking about, like. Oh
yeah, where it's like listen to your body more than.
Listen to your body. Get in touch with your body. Get in touch with your spirit. Because if you can do that, you can locate the hope. Yeah. And not unmute it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot to be gotten from hope. It's
Right.
that's looking towards the future.
Right.
And I think that's important in all things. Is if you have hope for the future,
Right.
you're in a good position.
Right.
You know, it's when you have that hope on mute, and it's like, doesn't matter. And it's like, have hope.
Have hope.
Greater days will come. Rejoice in the hope. Rejoice.
Have a better time. And, you know, when you see babies, people will say that's the hope for our future. If you go to a high school graduation, you're going to hear the word hope a lot because they're going to say this is the hope of our future, or college graduation or whatever. But God took that away from you because you kept playing with it. There's hope in a nursing home. There's hope in a hospice.
In a children's hospital.
Yeah.
What are you laughing for?
Oh.
That's where I imagine a lot of hope.
Yeah. No, I just was going the other direction of saying people always think there's hope in children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Children are our future. I'm saying there's hope to be had on Skid Row. Is there still a Skid Row?
What is that?
Skid Row is it was like where all the addicts would be in the old days.
There's like homeless or unhoused camps.
No, it's not for that. It's like I think it was mostly people who were doing substances.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they have a name for them, sort of like a W.
Yeah.
Like Wakadocs or something.
The Wakadoc lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying the normal places where you see hope are, you know, all the general places, and especially with children, young people.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's hope in old people. And you might say, well, why would there be hope for me? I'm old and life is over. The good thing about social media is you see so many inspiring stories of people of all ages, in all circumstances. And, you know, something so inspiring could happen in your 90s, you know?
Yeah.
So there's always hope, even though it's a word I guess people don't think about too much.
Yeah.
I hope you had a good trip, or, you know, you just throw it out like that.
I hope my wife doesn't leave me.
Yeah. But it's a powerful tool, hope is.
Yeah. Is there anything that you hope?
Oh.
Yeah, turn it on you. Making it a little personal. Personal podcast.
Oh God. I don't, that is super
there's
personal.
There's that song I like.
What is it?
And it's like the country girl. And it's sort of like, it's like about cheating. It's like Carrie Underwood song.
Okay.
It's like, I hope. And it's like, it says all these things.
Oh, right.
Of like, I hope you have like a great life, and I hope you guys look at each other and laugh and have kids.
With his new girlfriend.
And then it's like, and then I hope she cheats.
And then I hope she cheats like you did on me.
Yeah.
Or he cheats. And then I hope he cheats. Wait, no, she cheats. Okay, wait, if she's a girl. Yeah, she's a girl. Guy
Right.
cheated on her. So then I hope she does everything for you.
Right.
And then I hope she cheats.
Right.
I guess that goes with the can hope ever be a bad thing.
I just think that's again, that could only be said
a
emotionally.
misuse of the words.
But she is saying it emotionally, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I would like for him to cheat on you is like, okay, I wish he would cheat on you is like,
Ooh,
yeah.
hope is like a little more.
Yeah, hope is like,
I hope
I'm
that
hoping
he cheats on you.
with my heart and soul, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, we're back on you. Don't think we've
No,
diverted.
what do you hope for?
What do I hope for?
Because since it is such a heavy word, it's like, it's
yeah,
not like,
I know. Wait, I know. I didn't realize what I asked you
See?
until I hope.
And then there's things like you want to say, like, oh, just I hope for world peace and stuff like that.
I hope for brighter days ahead.
Yeah,
and for all of the children.
I do hope for an end to coronavirus. That's for sure.
I hope the world goes back to normal.
Yeah. And the reason we hope it is because we believe it's going to happen.
Yeah, we have faith.
Mm-hmm.
We have faith that it will happen, and so we hope for that day to come.
Right.
But yeah, no, I liked what I said earlier when I said what I said.
Okay.
Of the hope, like a lot of what hope is comes from a faith.
Okay.
And so, even when, like I said, when it wasn't religious, is like, once he had a faith that there was a future ahead of him, then he hoped to get out of the situation. And I think faith is so important. Am I repeating? Who cares? Guess what? Sit down and listen to me repeat myself.
And it's also the best way to remember something, or to
hammer it home,
to retain it,
as the kids say.
No, but I remember I took an advertising class, and there was different ways of getting the message across in your commercial.
Yeah.
And some of them was like a jingle, like if you said it in a rhymey way,
Yeah.
you know. The other day we were it came into our heads when you need cash now, you know.
Call JG Wentworth. 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
You know, jingles that played before school. And the other one was just repeating.
Yeah.
You know, head on, apply directly to the forehead. You know, they didn't say like, well, we said it once, let's not, you know, hit them over the head with it.
Yeah.
So you repeat, and
I repeat. That's Ray and I'm Pete.
repeat and repeat.
Pete and, yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, faith and hope. So I think a lot of times, like, people don't, like, they sort of separate the two, and like, what I'm saying is this: when you have faith in a God that answers prayers and stuff, then you open yourself up to have true hope in other things. You know, like, I have faith the Lord has a plan for me. Oh, I hope I get this job. I hope. And then they coincide, and you have this hope because you're backed by this faith. Faith is behind you like this, and you're there like, hands in your pockets. I have hope because I got faith with me.
Did you say earlier about nouns and verbs? Or was it my thought?
I don't know.
Because either you said it and that's why it's in my mind, or I just thought it. But it's like faith is the noun and hope is the verb.
I'm going to have 2 daughters. One's named Hope and one's named Faith. And then 2 sons. One's named Pete and one's named Repeat.
And I'm going to have 2 dogs and they're going to be noun and verb. Noun will be kind of like just sits around. And verb's going to be very energetic.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, that's hope.
Yeah. Let's hope whoever wanted to talk about hope didn't have something really specific in mind. But
that's the thing with these small words.
yeah. But it's okay if you
It's
wouldn't say
okay.
small
I
word.
like the small words.
Yeah. I love the poem. Hope is the Thing with Feathers by Emily Dickinson, if you want to look it up. A lot of people get it tattooed on them.
The whole thing?
Sometimes the whole thing, or they'll just have Hope is the Thing with Feathers.
And then
you
they
know,
have some like feathers.
you know how the
around
feathers
it.
are always like, not
Yeah.
around it. You know how they're always flying away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the wind. A feather in the wind.
The feathers in the wind.
Yeah, I might get that tattooed on me. I want I want to trail like feathers, like go like really crazy, like down my leg. And
Why?
It'd be kind of funny.
Okay. Then you have to get a Croak and Crow tattoo.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it like right here and here, like
Yeah.
how they get the birds.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a frog.
You could get
Kinda
Hope.
gross. I don't really know if I want to.
Didn't you,
frog on
weren't you
mine.
looking for 1, 2, 3, 4?
Oh, but I want hope and faith.
Faith won't work.
Yeah.
You could have Fate. Our neighbor had a neighbor who doesn't live here anymore had a baby. She had 2 twins, and then she had a brand new baby. And the little twin girl, used to talk about her little sister, and we thought she was saying my baby face, and we thought that was so cute that she would call her little infant baby sister baby face. And
Baby first.
it was Faith.
My baby Faith.
She had like her baby talk.
Gotcha. Oh, ain't that something?
Yeah.
That's still how I talk.
That baby was you.
Funny. I
Yeah.
hope that I'll one day be able to read and articulate my words correctly.
Yeah, you will.
Because I have faith that I will. Or did I say faith?
You said hope.
Yeah. I have faith that I will.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I can hope it. This word was fun. What do we have on the agenda coming up for you folks? Podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, podcast week.
Podcast. It's a week of podcasts.
Yeah.
Check out the channel. Check out the Instagram.
Yeah.
Check out the
TikTok.
TikTok. Thank you. That's one I knew. I knew we had 3.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the TikTok. But thank you for watching. If you have any ideas of a fun topic to talk about, you send it to me directly via pigeon, and I will.
Oh yeah, I realized that. They could also see my personal Instagram, which is Veretusa.
I'm bleeping that out.
Why?
You can't be giving away your personal information.
I can't?
You'll be tracked down.
Oh.
Reported to the IRS.
I do put Croak and Crow stuff on there, so.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming. This is Croak and Crow, and we'll be back tomorrow. Peace.
No.